So for a little while, I was super into Bloodborne, like playing it a lot, and I looked up and was studying like speed runs for it. New game 2+. Let me show you how quickly you can get Blood-Starved Beast. Okay, let me just show you that. Let me give you a little gander. So this is a clip from like 2.5, 3 years ago, but this is when I was playing through and trying to practice speedrunning Bloodborne. So there are a couple things you need in this to make this work. One, you'll see I used fire paper, this whatever they call it, the saw, and then pungent blood cocktails and the beast blood pellets. So the thing is, beast blood pellets, you can build up a meter. The more damage you put in, the meter increases, which serves as a multiplier for your damage output. And it greatly increases when you transform the weapon. So this is like R1, L1, L1, R1, like where you hit, transition back, and then hit again. So you'll see me doing that. I have the fire paper, which also builds an effect. And then this pungent blood cocktail you can throw at a place, and any beast boss or enemy, but it's useful in bosses, will chase it down. So you'll see I throw this in the corner, so he'll get distracted there. And then as he walks up, he's not interested in me. He's going for the cocktail. Transition, hit, transition, hit. And like, so he starts freaking out then. And so I throw another one, so he gets distracted again. And then hit, transition. And you see how quickly this thing is chopping down. The only thing limiting me is my stamina right now. And then like I shoot him to kill him. So that's how quickly you can do it. And you can find all these objects before the boss fight, like pretty early on. You just have to know how to use them. So that's probably like my favorite part of Bloodborne, is that you can sort of break some of the bosses, but like not really. Like you're breaking the boss, but you're doing it by being really resourceful and like min-maxing the whole thing. And then I have a Vicar Amelia fight that was close. I don't think I win this, but it's because I screwed up a very basic move. So you see that's the beast blood pellet meter. So the more you transition, the higher the damage output goes. A lot of these beasts are weak to fire effects. Gotta love those iframes. But yeah, especially transitioning from where this fight starts, like when you first experience it, which is why I'm excited to see Cammy do it, to how you can handle it when you've figured out the exploits, it's night and day. Like that meter is full, and you see I'm dealing 8,000 damage. And then I totally screw this up if I recall. Yeah, he whacks me and I'm out of stamina. That's where I get caught because I got greedy, and then he grabs, bites, and then slams. So I just screwed that up. I sat right in front of him, but I should have had that. I haven't watched Jesus. Well, maybe I've seen some of his. Is he the big guy with the beard? That sounds vaguely familiar. Okay, let's see Cammy. Let's see, where is Vicar Amelia? Is like one of the last things you did? Did I already go past it? Oh, I did. Yeah, so this here you can see the difference between New Game 2+ and the base game. So like base game, you're doing 800 damage in a combo. New Game 2+, you're doing 8,000. So imagine if this boss is still scaled with this health pool, but you're doing, I just spat everywhere, but you're doing the damage of New Game 2+. Like you'll do 2 or 3 hits and they're dead. which is why the Chalice dungeons are kind of a joke if you don't do them in your first run. Yeah, Cammy. They like, it's a meme at this point, but hug that booty is a thing. Like you get to the booty, you hug that booty, and you just spank it. Boom. Look at that face. She's like, yeah, I did it. She's fucking done it. Oh. Nothing feels quite as good as that. They're good. Well, like, they're hard until they click. And that's the thing. Like, you got to let them click. A lot of people quit before they get there. And you have to also understand that there is a trick to it. So like Sekiro, it's very rhythmic. So you just have to figure out the rhythm of the boss. Because it'll be parry, parry, parry. Or with this attack, it's parry, 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 parry. And so there's a rhythm to it and a pace to it. And once you figure that out, you're fine. Or with Bloodborne, it's all about hyper aggression and hugging that booty and using some basic effects and items such as the fire paper and beast blood pellets to control the fight in a certain way. And there's still some bosses in Bloodborne that even with like tricks are just a total crapshoot and just come down to your personal skill and ability to dodge and things. And there's some RNG elements too, like Rom's kind of a crapshoot. But yeah, the big thing, people just think like, wow, I'm just not good enough. It's like, well, being good at these games just means you've figured out the trick and then you've practiced. Like, the trick is the big thing to figure out. And once you figured it out, like Bloodborne with aggression and parrying, you're pretty well set.